Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I've had a few days off because of real life situations, but we're back for more Rugen. Get in there, get it done. Gotta go to Ungaro Crater, kill some dinosaurs. It's always a fan favorite, right? Ungaro Crater. But though. Imagine logging in, the first word you read is fart. That's crazy. Bit dusty in Tanaris today. Oh yeah, do I have Grim? Yes. Okay. Grim is back. We were running around with a different pet for the last few levels because I managed to tame the rear from Alice. So I thought, might as well have it out for a little bit, you know? Might bring it back, swap them around from time to time, but we'll see. Yeah, other than the real life stuff, I was doing some Warhammer. Who would have thought? Just grinding away. And there might be a moment in the next hour or two where I might have to run away for like 5 to 10 minutes. Hopefully it's when we can be safe and log out, because otherwise that would be awkward. Yeah, I'm closing in on level 40 in Warhammer now on my Disciple, so be there probably by the weekend. It depends what happens, like today and tomorrow. There hasn't really been good battles going on this week. Like yesterday was pretty quiet, and that was the day I had to play. Any other time, I feel like I'm logging in after the battles are basically over. You know, get done with work, and then it's like, alright, I can log in now. No one's playing. That's just the oceanic way. But at least in hardcore WoW, I don't need to rely on other people to be the content. Although when it does happen, it is pretty ridiculous sometimes. Like that rogue in Foulwood on our Paladin. Speaking of Paladin, I did render and upload the video last night, so probably going to come out tomorrow. Because I still need to watch it on YouTube, make sure it's okay, make sure there's good tags on it, all that sort of stuff, you know? Could have been today, but I wanted to stream. So probably tomorrow. A Friday video. Or a Friday morning video. So Friday video. A video before the weekend. Alright, we're about to head into the crater. I'm stocked, I'm ready, I've got my bullets. Hopefully I don't find a bow when I'm in there. That'd be awkward actually. Go kill some dinosaurs. Raptors. Probably not some devil saws. But you never know, we are a hunter. I feel like it's something that I could achieve. But we're 120,000 experience away from leveling. And honestly, Unguro Crater makes leveling quite easy, so it should happen today. I may need to drop some quests. We'll see when we get there. Forgot the slime quest.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings,
I've been
Mr. Pathfinder. Of course you've been expecting me. I told you I was coming here next time. It was like 3 days ago. Did you not get my email, Mr. Pathfinder? Collect some crystals on our way. Hopefully get the journal on the way as well. We generally have been. Like usually while doing the second part of this quest. Maybe even the first part if we're lucky. Have been relatively lucky with that. Don't know if Unguro Crater has any chests, but we'll keep track treasure on. Because we're a chest hungry dwarf. We need that treasure. When I was watching, I think it was the first video in his new hardcore series, Are You? And a dwarf like stole his chest. I'm like, that's some real dwarf RP. Like I would have done that too. Usually I don't like stealing chests from people, right? But in a racist hardcore challenge. Yeah, I probably would have. Gotta collect the loot for the dwarfs. Can't let the gnomes be having it. I bet Grim can eat Arash's homemade cherry pie. The woos. You need those. Oh. Alright then. But no, I can't swim. I'm just an ooze. I feel like you should be able to ooze. Grim is only level 49. Doesn't have the beast. Doesn't have a growl right now for whatever reason. Maybe I need to retrain after stables? I don't know. Frick. Sit up there. I was wondering why Grim couldn't get any fret, even after feigned death. Doesn't have any abilities. Why? Not sure. Because he should. Just not here. Yeah. Weird. I'm gonna be honest, Hunter in Classic WoW is way more broken, like bugged, than it ever was in Vanilla. Like, this class is bought. In Classic. I changed. There's so many bugs with Hunter in Classic that I feel didn't exist in Vanilla. You know, I played Hunter in Vanilla well. I've told the story many a time, so should know. But I never experienced so many bugs with this class during Vanilla. It's Devil Saw, so at least we know where he is, because he's on his way out. But also, I'm expecting Grim to do less damage than the double tap lightning breath serpent, you know? So, it's okay. I just want to get Grim some levels. Because obviously if this character hits level 60, which I would hope it can because we're a hunter. It'd be like dying on a... oh wait. I did die on a warlock. And are immune to poison. To be fair though, that fever is pretty rough on Grim's damage. Nice big crits. Growl. Pretty cold today. Been pretty cold like the last 3 days, so like. There is one thing I miss about Australia, and that's never being cold. But on the flip side, you're always way too hot. At least like spring and summer here, you're just like in the middle. Like the temperature's great, you know. You're in a nice medium temperature. It's not too hot, not too cold. There are days, obviously, but generally, pretty good. I feel like those days in Australia are during winter. Like, you're not too hot, not too cold. But when it comes into winter here, it gets really cold. At least down in the south. It is coming into winter. Like the sun's going down at 6 PM. Dark outside immediately. Like, kind of crazy going from summer into winter because the day shortens by like 3 hours. Oh, itchy ear. Help. Like the inside. Listen to that World of Warcraft music. We need some Unguro soil. I've not found... Got one. Need at least 2.
What brings
Start making marrow grain.
May the eternal sun shine.
I guess we can just blast the Lakari quest immediately. Since we're a hunter. Finally, a blue power crystal. A few more yellow, 1 more green, and 7 blues. Mobs and Unguro have pretty big health. Bloodforged chest piece of the eagle. What a useless plate chest piece. If you've ever felt useless, remember Bloodforged chest piece of the eagle is, well, even more useless. Holy Paladin might want to use that at some point, you know, but during the medley, that's 1 gold. I've actually, so I didn't really watch League of Legends Worlds Championship for the last many years. But over the last night, I got curious because, you know, I remembered the performance. I think it was 2017, the Legends Never Die, the Dragon one. And I was like, I want to watch the other opening ceremonies. I think 25 was pretty good. There's been some pretty good ones, but there's also been some absolute stinker ones. Like, obviously 2020 had COVID. That one was pretty bad. But not much you can do about that when COVID's around. Same thing happened everywhere though, like, you know, Final Fantasy XIV was the game that I was playing during the COVID times. And there was a patch that was probably like a year long before there was a new patch. I don't remember the exact amount of months, but I feel like it was close to a year. There are a bunch of people that are like, COVID was an excuse. It's like, alright, you go make amazing content while you're stuck at home and all of your co-workers are also stuck at home. Bang that one off. Yeah, I pulled that one because I thought maybe the mate would come from that way, but it came early. He's like, I ain't waiting. You're not gonna get near my egg. Like I haven't even stood near it, and it was already like, yo. Sadly, we didn't get the journal yet, but I'm sure we'll get it throughout the day. Of course, there's a small thorium vein. There always is thorium when I'm not on my miners. The way of the world. When not on miner, equal thorium. Like the code. Been kind of unlucky with the blue power crystals, so hopefully there's a lot of them on the way up. Alright, go hand this quest in. And then I think at level 52 a hunter can take a level 56. I mean, we tried at level 50, right? There was a rare in Western Plagueland. Sadly, we didn't get the kill because there was another guy there that was actually able to kill it because he was level 58. I tried a few times. The one time that I think I would have had it, it evade bug reset though because I was doing some cheeky shit. Kind of on me, but at the same time, I didn't want to die.
Peace, friend. Go in peace.
Ew. Like the opposite of my chest. Big stam instead of big agility. There's a green crystal there, but I don't trust that man. He's a troll. I don't trust trolls. I'm the wolf. I only trust holes and digging. It may have sounded wrong, but it is what it is. If it's wrong to like holes, I don't want to be right. Huh? So we're gonna be, before we even start heading to town, we're gonna be like less than 100,000 from leveling. That's pretty sick. I think I might have missed a quest, actually. Did I pick it up? Did not. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to Tanaris at some point. After I get to town. I like doing that quest early. I knew I forgot something. At least it didn't take me too long to remember that I forgot something. Nice. Don't even need blue power crystals. They have been everywhere. Alright, Grim, I'm gonna need you to do the best threat of your life. I don't want to tank this dinosaur. Force taunt resisted. Get a stun? No, that resisted. Well, see, the thing is, I don't have weapons yet. So it's such an easy fight on a hunter, but not for me. My feign death resisted. I don't put that there. Yes, we're gonna need to kite. What hunter has to kite this fucking mob? Feign death resist. It's so funny. The one time I actually need concussive shot is after I put it on the non-hotkey bar. Classic. Grim just couldn't get the taunt off. Keep resisting. Like every taunt resist. My first feign death didn't resist, thankfully. But every other one did. It was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. But it's done. Level 56 quest in the bag. Had to actually kite. Turn into a hunter. There's a lot of blue power crystals now.
The winds guide you. We shall meet again.
I will take the money.
Ancestors.
Alright. Let's head up to town. If there's any ooze along the way, we will kill it. Get our samples. Another small 4M vein. I swear they do it just to piss me off. Like, let's just put small 4M vein in front of Frankie when he's not on his characters. Want a DPS for BRD? Nope. I swear my hunter gets way more messages about dungeons than any other character. Also, going into BRD at level 52 just doesn't sound healthy. You know? Here's Mr. Devil's Hour again. So we got red and blue crystals, and that's pretty much it. There's a yellow though. See him. Grenade off. Should be good enough now. Thought there was two rogues fighting Flower. Rogue and a warrior. They're both got colourful weapons. The green power crystal there, but I don't want to go there. Why would I want to cross the road? Safe. I don't want to cross the road right now. But we know it's there if I have to come back for it. There's one right in our path. Nice. Glad we didn't have to cross the road. We just kept going. Got our item. We'll kill the apes later. At least on the hunter I can go in the cave and feel, you know, relatively safe. Caves do kind of suck on the hunter because of the limited movement. You know, you can't just be like, the hunter, I shoot. Sometimes you might be stuck against a wall or something. Yeah, we're gonna fly back to Tanaris. I forgot a quest. Like, why is my map not looking as full as it usually does when I first get into Unger? Obviously, I haven't been to town yet, so it's not going to be, like, completely ridiculous, but something was missing. And it is big true. Something is missing.
Watch your back.
Wash your back. And your crack.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Certainly can't forget that.
Hey there. Safe travel.
Hey there. Almost. If it was Sam instead of Int, that would be a one
What's up?
stat upgrade.
Glad I could help.
I don't know if we'll be getting like
Have a good
amazing gear here.
How are you? See you later.
Ah, potential customer. Hurry back.
honored, I'm sure. Very well, then. Alright, then. Very good.
Go Donover for that, but we'll do that later. Make a marrow grain. Just one. Start us off. Sounds good. Earth root. We've been rooted. Unlucky. Look at Grocket and his girlfriend. Throw it away, cause no. Absolutely disgusting creatures.
Very good. Hey. Off and away.
Can't believe we share a house with them.
You have a great day now. Very well, then. Be seeing you. Bye, you're a tall one. Off and away.
They I'd fit in with the dwarfs. Plus gnomes can be warlocks, which is evil. There is no race that can be warlocks that is not evil.
Talk to me.
If warlock equal evil.
Glad I could help.
Alright, let's go get that quest into Naris.
Hurry back.
3 minutes wasted flying around. Nice refreshing cold water. Or alcohol, depends on what's in there. I'm not gonna let you try. Find out later. If I'm drunk. I got a package today. I've been I bought some products. I did forget one item though, so I'm gonna have to get another at some point. I was meant to buy some more lip gloss. Completely forgot. Cause you know, I have it already. It's like I don't need it, so I forgot. But I bought some like face moisturizer and stuff like that. Looking forward to trying it out. See if I can look even younger. Like I am just over 3 months away from being 38. I wouldn't mind looking like I'm 25 when I'm 38. You never know.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Hurry back.
Yeah, bought some stuff. Things. I got like 5 things.
Well met. Safe travel.
All the essentials. That good stuff. So I'll open that package a bit later. Funny because they don't require like a signature, right? Which is fine. But I expect them to knock on the door when they deliver. They don't. Thankfully, the gate into my house is so damn loud. Could probably put some like WD-40 in it and it would stop making a noise, but I like having it as an alarm system, basically. So, the gate's so damn loud that whenever anyone opens or closes it, obviously if they use the lock, I can hear it from like the whole house. I can hear it from the backyard sometimes. So I knew that my package was delivered even though they didn't knock on the door. Look at this beautiful Ungaro map. When we're done with this, it's gonna be empty. There might be some extra quests dotted around, but that's okay. For the most part, it's gonna be empty. Wondering why my trinket menu is a bit lopsided, and then I remembered. For whatever reason on the hunter, and I guess the warlock as well, like your pet bar extends all the way out to here, even though it doesn't look like it does, so you can't click on anything. I remembered I had to troubleshoot that back in the day. Okay. Let's get out into the crater and see what we can do. Do super sticky a bit later. Wanted to make sure I actually had it. Hopefully we can keep up our Ungaro soil reservoir until we're done with the double marrow grain. Jade Warning person that we ran past before said, want to buy Ungaro soil in chat. Not buying my Ungaro soil. I need it. But they are 2 people, so yeah. Cloned. He cloned jutsu'd. 5k away from halfway through this level. Not bad. Hunter has been quite difficult to level just because it's so boring. I don't know how I played Hunter back in vanilla. Like, it's actually insane that I managed to get 1 hunter to 60. And then I think I got 2 hunters to 60 in vanilla. Ow! It is so boring. Like, I'm looking forward to being done with Rugen for this league, because it means that my rogue will get like some really good gear, we'll get the wicked headband and stuff like that, you know? Everything else that we've already seen to. But yeah, I don't have a clue how I actually managed to play this class back then. I guess I didn't really know any different though. Like, I hadn't played any other classes, you know? Our weapon skill up while we continuously miss every attack. Harry haste him. Make him do more damage to us. Like, I guess because I started as a hunter, I didn't know what the other classes were like, so hunter was all I knew, which meant it was my favorite. It's similar to Warhammer Online, you know? Back in live servers, I played the Disciple of Cain. So I know I'm gonna like it. And I do. Warrior Priest and Nate is like my favorite class. I do like the AoE healing and all the stuff that you can do on them. Like if I played World of Warcraft, let's say I got to level 60 on a hunter and then I quit, and I didn't play until Classic WoW come out, I might have played a hunter. I might have just been like, alright, I'm a hunter. I was a hunter back then, I'm a hunter now. Like it's sort of the same line of thinking. Grim. Kinda regretting bringing Grim again with this whole Freet thing. And Ranch just does so much more Freet. I like Grim, she's my first Pete. There's the jerk. But you know, not having to worry about your Freet is pretty nice as well. But we've got to feign death every mob, and then sometimes we still take Freet. I have crit 4 times in a row now. Critting 4 times in a row is an easy way to get freed. Give Grim the Beast Wrath, because yellow hunger. Just give him the 50% extra damage that he lost. Or is it 25? I don't know. Alright, Grim, I've got some homemade cherry pie for you here. Arash's favourite. I don't know how much rugged level we really need to get to 280, but that is our goal with level working. Once we're 280, there's not really much else we can make before the end of the Medley. So yeah, let's get to 280 and then chill, I guess. Nothing else matters. Am I gonna go all the way into the cave to get the quest? Oh no. Like there's someone already in the cave. That's a shame. I love how I entered the cave and then that guy's like, I'm gonna run over there to do this thing. Real quick. I scared him into going back for the escort, I think. I'm just gonna not worry about that cave right now. There's that rogue and warriors there. The trolls there, that's too many people. They're gonna be squabbling over that quest already. I'll come back. Just need to get Grim to 50. Then perhaps you can hold Fret a little bit better. Perhaps. It's not a guarantee. But it is a hope. The hope guarantee. Anyway, we started blasting. Getting foggy out here? Might rain. Rain in the crater. Oh. Also, I managed to... It's not like fully booked in yet, but I want to get my first aid certificate again. So I managed to find someone that will pay for it. It's not that expensive, but I'm like, hey, if I can get it for free. Why not? That slime is on the wall. Get off the wall, slime. Because it would be good to have before I, you know, go into nursing and all that, because I'm gonna need it anyway. Do need a valid first aid certificate to start learning how to be a nurse. Unsurprisingly. Who would have thought? I had a discussion with a friend like maybe a week and a half ago, and I was like, I'm gonna change class. Gonna go to class to change class. So yeah, what are you rolling? A healer. You know, a nurse isn't a doctor, but it's still a healer. Evil saw there for a moment. Felt a little bit scared. If we do see a devil saw, well, we got Scare Beast. I at least know what keybind it is. Getting out here is really killing my inventory, don't it? Like, maybe it's not a great idea to be skinning But, like I said, I need that rugged lever. We can throw the other shit away if we need to. But we probably need a lot of rugged lever. Like maybe at least 100 to get to 280. Maybe a little bit more, depends. What are we now? 13 levels away and it's like 6. 8 per. We need a bit. Bella's not ready yet. There's been some absolute idiots driving cars today. Like pretty much all day I've just heard fucking loud cars. Boring it. Must be National Idiot Day. To be fair, in New Zealand is a lot. And we're having a public holiday this weekend too, so probably gonna be even worse than it usually is. Anzac Day, the not celebration, a remembrance for all of those soldiers that fought on the shores of Europe. The war that wasn't so great, but it's the Great War. Great War wasn't so great. One of those things that we had to learn in school a lot, you know, every year in primary school you'd be talking about like Anzac Day and the war and all that. We got taught our history. Unlike some nations seem to. Now, maybe I've forgotten a lot of it. I'm old and can't remember. But at least we got taught it. They tried. I don't even have aspect on. But to be fair, maybe it's better to not have aspect on because then Grim can take free. Take and keep free. Also, I've been because I've been playing Warhammer Online with them, one of the streamers that I've been watching, like his guild I'm in Warhammer, he's been playing some Windrose. I like the look of that game. I might have to try it out myself. So I was talking to some friends last night about it. I'm like, damn, that game looks pretty cool actually. Because a friend of mine really loves like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Same. That's the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion. And honestly, the ship battles in Windrose kind of remind me of that. Maybe there's a little bit less skill to it, but it was like early access game, so things could change, you know. I hate whenever an early access survival game is good. I really don't want to have to like buy an early access survival game. I've already been burnt there before, you know. Sure, we all have. But it's similar to Valheim, like, that was really good. I haven't bought Valheim yet still though. I stayed off that one, but I do like the pirate aesthetic. Roaming around in a ship, shooting up people, raiding. Pirate life for me. So I might have to give it a look. Play it with some friends if they want to get in. Damn, I feigned death and then Grim got stunned. I definitely couldn't play that game in that group of people playing though, because they just play and stream all day. Crazy. I get tired of streaming like 3 hours in. Alright guys, 3 hour mark, time to log off for the day. I might go down and get the eastern pylon. Then after that, I'll probably go back to town. Because my inventory is looking very sad right now. Not in a good state, to say the least. Usually, you know, I do all this stuff, come down, but we're a hunter, so we're -1 bag already. Gotta go hand this in. That sort of stuff as well. I do want the soil, but it is on a footpath of Devil Saw, so be careful. Suddenly start hearing. When I first did an Ungro video, Franker's Hardcore series, I had the footstep sound in the video, and when I was rewatching it, because I like to rewatch my videos when I put them on YouTube, just to make sure they like uploaded correctly, rendered correctly, all that, you know. I used to watch some after rendering them and then after uploading them, but that's too much, so now I just do it after uploading. I don't want to have to watch my video 3 fucking times. That's crazy. But yeah, when I first got to that part, I forgot about it, because I had made the video like 2 weeks before I uploaded it, and it scared me. Like, damn, if that scared me and I like put it there, I wonder what other people are feeling. But I think that's good that it scared me, because it means if I heard a freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex in real life, I'd be like, holy shit, fucking run. Or something. Can I run? I don't think I could run from a T-Rex, I'm gonna be honest. Also, speaking of running, I was talking about Gout, what, like 2-3 weeks ago? Like, he's a teenage fella from Australia. He does really fast running, and I said he reminds me of Usain Bolt. Because he's insanely quick, right? I think he beat Usain's under 18 world record just last week. Which is kind of crazy that I was talking about it and then that happened. But that man is fast. He's running from the gout. The fact that his name is Gout is kind of like unfortunate, but it's just I think it's an Aboriginal name, so just the way they are. But he very fast. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in the future, you know? In the Olympics and shit like that. Absolutely blasting down the straight. Because he's not even in his prime yet. It's always awesome to see like a young superstar in the making when it comes to sport. It's like when Max Verstappen first joined Formula 1 at 16 years old. That guy's fast. And he's only 16. He crashes a lot because, you know, 16-year-olds driving supercars, basically. But now he is a 4-time world champion. Whenever I see a rising star and they're still a teenager and not even near their prime, it's like, damn, that guy's gonna be amazing. I actually can't make one of these because my inventory is... Back when I was a teenager, I didn't have that much skill. I played video games. I wasn't doing any sports, I could tell you that much. I did play a little bit of basketball in high school. And I thought I was pretty good at it. But I wasn't like going to the Olympics level. I could get a 3-pointer here and there. Any devil sword? See any? Fully, that's how it remains. My passion was definitely for like motorsport though when I was younger, but my family did not have the means to support that passion because this is a rich person. Even go-karting, if you're not rich, you're probably not really doing that. Kinda sucks. Why when someone like Lewis Hamilton puts together like a foundation or a organization, I don't know what you want to call it, that actually gets like young people who don't have the same limitless wealth and everything that a lot of those Formula One drivers had growing up. Because his father had to work like 2 jobs to get him in there. So he knows how it is. Pretty cool to see when something like that can happen. Can I do this if I don't loot him? Nice. Inventory is being kind. Might go empty it. Any devil saws before we cross the road? Something that I would love to do if I ever had the means to is like help people that have a passion but they're unable to like start working towards it because of wealth or something like that, you know? Like, I'm not mega rich, and I probably never will be because money, high score is something that I just do not care about. I would be surprised if I ever even had like $1 million in my life. Ever once. But if I could help someone that was struggling and they wanted to achieve in life, that'd be cool. I think that would be far better than just hoarding wealth for no reason. Like, people that hoard wealth and become billionaires, and it's just like, okay, so what are you ever gonna do with that money? Like, you're just gonna keep it in your bank forever, investments forever, and then when you die, you can't take the money with you. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't have the brain capacity of a psychopath to understand why you would just want to hoard that amount of wealth, you know? Because they are psychopaths, let's be. No one needs to be a billionaire. If I created the world, billionaires wouldn't exist. There is literally no function in society that requires you to be a billionaire. It's just not a thing. And the fact that Elon's getting up to $1 trillion is even worse, because that's like 1,000 billions, which is already 1,000 millions. That's how insane that shit is. Like, if you ever need to know how much $1 billion is, just write it. Like, write 1 million and then do it another 1,000 times. And then you'll be like, damn, that's a lot. I remember Rickful doing that talk back in the day. Shows people how big, like, the gap is. Because even for me, like, $1 million is... You could live a nice, comfortable life, sure. But you don't need it. Most people are lucky if they have like $10,000 these days. So $1 billion? Or just $1 million? It's way more. I feel like I always talk about this when we're in Ungaro Creek. You know, just being in nature is nice, you know, you start to think about how everything around is awesome, but then reality sees. It's like when you go out in nature in real life. Ah, this is beautiful. And there's like, everyone's equal in nature. Unless they're like doing some crazy shit. But let's say you're just chilling at a beach. And there's other people just chilling at a beach. No one cares about anyone else. Like, we're just chilling. All the other stuff doesn't matter. I had a feeling that would happen. Hey, that's one more item on the list of items that I'm gonna have in my inventory. Better to get it done now. Big intimidation stun into big dam. Bang deaf. Can drop threat, but I can better. Brian Rugen. Smartest hunter. Inexistent. Kinda wish I was Rugen. Imagine being Rugen. Absolute Giga Chad of the dwarfs. Already been an hour. Kind of feel tired. I think it's just because I'm playing Hunter. To be fair though, I don't think I got as much sleep as I wanted.
I have a deal for you.
I went to sleep like 2 probably by the time I actually got to sleep.
Keep it real.
You need something? See you around. Have a good one.
Clown. Marrow. And then I woke up at about 7:30, and it took me a while to get back to, which is why I was able to get my package as soon as it arrived. I was just laying there thinking, my package is probably going to arrive at any moment now, and then like 10 minutes after being awake, it did. But I was probably awake for another like hour. So there's a few hours in there that weren't
Very
sleep.
good. Be seeing you. Very well then.
I'm gonna have to get better at sleeping though. For when I go to school, I do not want to be going to school tired. I now have all the dates and everything, like I'm enrolled. I just haven't paid yet because they haven't sent me an invoice. Once they send me an invoice, I'll give them $4,300. You know, isn't that fun, but
I got what you said.
it is wonders. not that fun to send people $4,300, but hey. For a good cause. Qualifications that I didn't have. And since, like, I did do a course after high school, but I don't really count that as learning because I don't even remember anything that we did. It was like a conservation thing. You know, just making sure the environment's clean, making sure you treat all the animals and people well. But that's just like normal life. So I didn't really learn much. Being a person. I'm doing some conservation right now. Cleaning up Hunguro. Grim is almost level 50. Be able to get a new taunt, which would be very helpful. I'm taking the aggro so much. 1, 2, 3, 4 PM. Also, I need to do Gunbad on Warhammer Online again. Maybe just one more time for me, because I got quite fucking lucky. I just need shoulders after one run. So hopefully today or tomorrow that can happen. I'm probably gonna wear Vanquisher, so I'm not really gonna care about any more PvE after it, because Vanquisher is pretty good. And I'll be wearing it until Biss, which is like half Triumph and half Solve. I'm solely since Regen. But it was funny because, you know, we were going through Gunbad. First time in there, I think there was another guy that, I don't know if he's done it, but he seemed pretty new as well. And then we had another guy who was definitely new because he was like, this is pretty enjoyable. It's like, it's okay. Like, as someone who's played so many PvE dungeons, the Warhammer Online ones aren't that great, I'm gonna be honest. But it's an old ass janky game, so I wouldn't expect them to be amazing. They remind me of vanilla WoW dungeons. But I prefer the PvP in that game. Which is really funny because usually I'm not a PvP guy. But yeah, in that game, yeah. But thankfully I did manage to get through there one time. Now I just gotta do it maybe one more time, maybe two more times if we're unlucky, we'll see. Will Find Death be back? Oh. Gaunt Ogre. Hopefully she comes back with another tool. Nice. Grim's being a real tank. But it was also like 80 gold. So it's pretty good for money making in there. And I got the 90-day rare mount. Apparently it's rare, but we got 2 drops, so I don't know if it's actually rare. Like my first run, you know, I've seen 2 drops. I don't think it's that rare. But it's cool to experience more of the game, because that's what I wanted to do when I started playing. When did I start playing? Like, start of this year? Damn, Grim and I both got it. February? No, not February, probably January. Not 100% sure. But my friends and I, when we started, I was like, yeah, let's go play this game, do some PvE, do some PvP, see what it's all about, and then probably quit. After playing with the guys that I'm playing with now, kind of want to do, like, get to BIS gear so I can see exactly how good we can be, because there's a guild on Order side that seem to like focusing Tommy when he's running the warband. And I would like to help us get to the point where we can beat them. It's also a shame because I like fighting them because it makes me like a better player, but sometimes they just won't fight. Like when things aren't going in their favor, it's like, no, we'll just sit here and AFK. Play the game. Doesn't matter if you die. Like, who cares? There have been some strange thoughts from people in that game. But it's enjoyable. I will continue to play it. Alright, I kind of want to get the Apes of Ungoro done. Need 1 Stomper, 1 Thunder Repel. That's 3 inventory slots. Can have a Marigrain when we dismount. While fighting this, Grim can hold Freet. Didn't pull Freet until it almost walked straight to me. You're a fruit. We've been rooted twice. Lucky. We're being rooted. Once we do this blood pedal quest, then we can do the go to Winter Spring and Ferellis stuff. Got a quick shot and a resist to stun. Here's our Stomper. Is it a Thunderer? No, it's not. Oops, all Stompers. Okay. We'll get them out of the way. There's the Thunderer. Big silverback. Big boy. I love watching silverback gorillas walk past people, like if people are on safari or something, you know? In a jungle somewhere. It's still a safari, isn't it? I don't know. But when they walk past people and they just can't be bothered, you know, they might shove them out of the way a little bit just to get by. But for the most part, they're just like, don't look at me, human, and I won't look at you. We won't have any trouble. Drop the barrel for me. Thanks. Do it. I'm in the gorilla. My gorilla suit. Finished the quest though. Very good. So I'll head down there and hand it in. But then afterwards, I will want to do the other stuff down there, so... Should I go sell first? Yeah, might as well. There's a lot to do in Ungaro. We want to be able to make as much money as possible as well. Obviously, we want our epic man. Back to my rant, not a rant, but my talk about Warhammer though, because I got the 90-day mount from the dungeon. Like, I'm approaching, I think you can buy it at level 38, the epic mount. So I'm nearly there. I won't have to buy one for 3 months. But then by then there's probably going to be another event that comes out, so we'll have another mount. I might not actually need to buy an epic mount. That character I'm going to be. Because the Griffin that came from the previous event that just ended, that lasts a month, and I still have that for like 20 days or something. And I've had that since level 18. That's pretty cool. One day there'll come a time where I actually have to buy my epic mount and I'll be like, I don't have the money for this. Hey, we made it to 50. Let's go, new growl. I like how lightning breath is here. Can't learn lightning breath, but imagine. Brim with lightning breath. That'd be sick. But obviously in WoW, an epic mount is pretty important. Good status symbol and very expensive. In Warhammer, like 100 gold feels expensive when you first start, but I have like 280 gold on my dock now. Nose here just coming out, scratching me. That's another thing I should have actually thought about buying, was like a nose hair trimmer or something. Man. Maybe it's because I ordered over $50 worth of stuff, so my brain just turned off as soon as I got the 50. And I was like, oh, I don't want to spend. But now after my package comes, thinking about all these other things that I could have got. So I'm gonna have to spend more. It's gonna cost me more shipping. Like $6 shipping. Every package. Can't believe it. Fine, it's only 6. Something I say right before spending $4,000 on school. Just... That's the main reason I don't want to spend too much. The school this year is going to be $4,300. And if I get into the bachelor's next year, it's probably going to be like $11,000. I'm definitely getting a student loan for that one. Thankfully I can, because I'm under the age of 40. Just. But schooling is expensive, apparently. Who would have thought? I never had to pay for it when I was growing up because it was my parents' job. Now, if I'm putting myself through school, I have to pay. Apparently. Fucked up. I was kind of multi-shot, but the parrot was there. You know, we were talking about the conservation that we were doing. He resisted the stun. Oh, at least the clone came late. Could have got that clone off if he had done it early. This is almost bad. At least our blood pedal RNG hasn't been that bad. Like, we're at 7 of 15 and we haven't been like concentrate killing them. Not like desperate times, you know? My inventory is desperate times. But that's just the Unguro special. Get past that. One marrow brain.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money. We won't keep the rugged hide. Keep the Grom's blood, however, because that is like big strength potion. 1 Grom's blood equals 18 strength. 1 hour. It's massive. I think it's 1, might be 2. But I do believe it's 1. Alright, let's head down. We'll kill along the way and we'll head down here. Then do this stuff. Go grab the stuff from Terra Run and then come back up. Start like doing the sticky tar and all that. That should probably, depending on how long we need to stay down here, we'll probably get close to leveling. Hello, Stone Guardian. Hope you're having a great day guarding. You're guarding. I don't think he's guarding anything. Back in the day, they probably wanted to put a dungeon down. Yeah. Because I don't remember what expansion or what raid or whatever it is, but you can go into Unguro Crater somewhere else. Like all the crater biomes are linked, like Sholazar Basin, Unguro Crater. I think there's the one in the ENR raid, it might even be. Wherever the fuck ENR is. Argus raid. Been a while. Can't remember what it's called. Antorus, that's the one. All of those places are linked, I guess, because they're like testing places for the Titan. similar to Alduar and Alderman. They're meant to be all linked too. Underground trainways and stuff like that. I don't know. But the rat way. Never go full Skaven. I might need to start wearing my gloves while I'm playing video games because it's getting so cold. My hands are a little bit nippy. You never want your hands to be cold when you're playing video games. But at least we're not doing some high octane video gaming, you know? We're just standing here shooting our gun. Very easy. Nice. I'm hoping the dinosaur bones start dropping a little bit more than what we have been getting them as well. We're only at 1. Yeah. So hopefully those start coming, but yeah, I'll use it. I use the Spirit of Boar damn buff just to get another inventory slot. I don't think it will be that useful overall, so might as well use it now. Not like it's gonna make or break our journey to 60 on this character. The only thing that does that is incompetence. You're a hunter, you're just chilling. I think outside the hardcore medley, I would never play a hunter in hardcore. Because the only way to make it interesting would be like no pet challenge, but that would also be boring because then you'd just be kiting forever. You wouldn't really be doing big damage. To me, that's boring. Like, there's skill, sure, but it's boring. Just because something requires skill does not mean it's exciting. At least in my opinion. Young Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon nuts. What? Huh? Megalo? The from a stream title, it looks like Tommy plans on doing some Warhammer tonight, so that'd be cool. He was just being a pirate yesterday, which is fair enough, because, I mean, looking at that game, it looks like I'm going to be a pirate soon as well. But honestly, Warhammer isn't that fun to play when you're in other war bands, because they're just not, it's not the same. Myself and a few other people in that guild were just like running around in a free man for a little bit the other night, just because we didn't want to join any other warband. We had 2 healers and a tank. Not very good. Couldn't kill anything, but hey, we could live. It's the same that happens in all MMOs though. You find people that you enjoy playing with, you know, the play style is good for you, all that sort of stuff. And then you just can't really play with anyone else. Not as fun. I have been joining random pugs just to try and level, but there's a lot that's left to be desired when you're in those random pugs. Oh, cold's coming back on. So damn chilly. It's a sunny day today as well. The sun is out, but it's cold. Like my hands are freezing. I think this room is probably maybe not the coldest room in the house. You know, the toilet and the little office room beside it is probably colder because it's on the back end of the house. But this would probably be the coldest bedroom where I am currently situated. Because the other bedrooms are at the front of the house and that's where the sun always is. Even when it's not sunny. You know? That's where the sun is. I was thinking about moving my setup to the room that we don't use right now, but and the road's also right beside it because it's the front of the house. And I don't live on like the quietest of roads. It's probably the 3rd busiest street in the town that I live, honestly. Just a big long strip all the way into town. But it would be warm. Reach. Stretched out the giblets. What? What? What giblet? "13 out of 15 blood petals already." It's crazy. Like I said, we're getting pretty lucky with them. Devil saws. Never know when a devil saw truck might rock up, you know. Also, I noticed that Grubby is holding a new tournament for people that play different video games, which is cool. There's a Age of Empires 2 Legend era. He's basically been winning everything recently. Who's gonna be doing that? And it was so funny to like watch him kind of figure out Warcraft 3. Because I'm someone who knows how to speak both languages of Warcraft 3 and AoE 2, right? I played both extensively in my youth. But when he jumped on as undead and saw that he had a ghoul, he's like, ah, this is my scout. And Grubby absolutely lost it. And so did I, because it's like, yeah, this is the odd one out. This isn't a villager, this is obviously the scout. Because Age of Empires has always been like, you start with villagers and you start with a scout. I think some factions might start with a monk. I don't remember exactly, but it's been a while since I played Age of Empires, but it was so funny. I kind of want to buy Age of Empires 2 again. It's like a great game to just jump on and go kick some ass, you know? I never even really played that much online back in the day in Age of Empires. I was mainly a single player enjoyer. But even that was enough to make me love my time in Age of Empires. The single player experience. But they've also updated too, like, a hell of a lot, right? There's so many different factions in it that I never played. There's probably new campaigns that I haven't played. Probably so much content in that game now because the community kind of took it over and made it into something hopefully amazing. I haven't played it, but I would have to buy it again for the third time in my life. I bought Age of Empires 2 probably when I don't know when it came out. When did Age of Empires 2 first release? '99. Yeah, I thought it would have been around when I was... So I probably got that in, let's say, 2000, because, you know, New Zealand's slow. So I would have been about 12 years old or something when I first played it. And then, like, Warcraft 3 happened not too long after that as well, so... Went from Age of Empires 2 to Warcraft 3. Having a great time with RTS, you know? Been fun. Remembering those days is so good. Not the same. Now I play a lot of MMOs and watch a bunch of 40-year-olds get upset in the chat. It's completely different to playing an RTS. Although it still happens. It's always so funny playing these old boomer MMOs. when you read like general chat and people are raging about something, it's like, you're 40. Calm down. Go outside. Because let's be real, most of us are around the age of 40. I just find it so incredibly, like, time wasting to get upset and annoyed about a video game. Me. But I think I will get AoE 2 again. Playing a little bit of that. Now let's finally hand in this quest and have some inventory space. Because right now we are a little bit zero spaced. I need to make some more marrow brain. Amongst other things. The Pathfinder. I'm not going to take the charge just yet. We probably won't do that. I mean, we can on the Hunter pretty easy. Maybe I should take it, so I don't need to come back down here later. Yeah, fine. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna do it until like 55 plus, but you know, I was like, I'm a hunter. I could. It is a doable thing. Grab this. Hopefully that dinosaur leaves me alone. Thank you, dinosaur. Alright, over to the Silphid and the rest of the pterodactyls. And then into Terra Run, the worst place in Unguro Crater. I do love Unguro Crater though. I wish every zone was like this. Not filled with dinosaurs, like you can make it different mobs, but just a big circle. Big circle, you go in there, you do all your quests, you get all your stuff, and you leave. It's very efficient. It would be boring if every zone was like Unguro Crater, I guess. But it would work for me. Gonna get off. Why you come for me? My beer was right there. I don't think Grim will get to 51 before I get to 53. Falling behind a bit. But I do have a second pet now, so that makes sense. Second pet plus rested experience. Bit overpowered. Hit the damn mole. Right. Alright, this is our last slime. $25k from leveling. Feeling good. Still got a bit of Unguro to go. I think, like, we probably make it to about halfway through this level. And then I need to figure out where the heck I'm going afterwards. Currently, I have no idea. Always something I forget. Nice. Blood pedal's done. I only need one of these pterodactyls, but we need 6 scales. We do need to kill a bunch of big pterodactyls. So it doesn't really matter. But it is a lot. Doing its stuff. That was annoying. Gonna stun when it comes back, yeah. I pressed the stun as the fear happened. There was some skill in that, I was just a bit, like, a millisecond slow. Three bars. Let's go into Bug Cave. I will be getting the sample. I'm not really going to worry about the... Speaking of... Did I forget another quest? Where is the other quest? Isn't that meant to be a quest? I haven't done Bungle in the Jungle yet. Where is it? Why don't I have the quest? The frick? Ah, that's why. Ah, Grim, we're stupid. There's no point being down here if I don't have that one. Otherwise I'm just gonna have to come back. I gotta go all the way up to Darnassus. Well, at least I've finished the blood petals, because that means I can make my way up to Winter Spring. And then go to Forellis. I am stupid sometimes. Sometimes I am stupid. It's okay. You live and you learn. And during the medley, I've made many a mistake. And sometimes I've made many a mistake after doing it 6 times already. Because I forget exactly where I am. Oh well. I was thinking about hurrifing, but because I got a hand in this quest anyway, we might as well go do that. A little bit annoying, but oh well. Yeah, I got here and I'm like, huh. I don't have the quest for the Silphid gland. Because I haven't been to Darnassus. Funny, because I was in Darnassus, I was probably unable to grab that quest when I was there last. So I just never did. Yay. I guess. But we did complete an important quest before we roll out anyway, so it's fine. Maybe it would be worth doing Super Sticky Tar before we head out. Then we get the quest to go back to Naris. Well, the Handin isn't it? Rather. The Devil Saw, why are you in the way? The Devil Saw, do you think you are? Devil sword. You're never gonna eat me. I will not let you. I know later on in WoW, I don't remember when, probably Cataclysm onwards, you can tame a Devil Sword, right? It does make it very small. It's not like you can tame a Devil Sword and it's just that size. It'd be sick though. But imagine if you could tame one in vanilla. Running around with a Devil Sword. Because I feel like if it was a thing in vanilla, it would have, the scaling would have been broken somehow, because nothing worked in vanilla WoW. Everything was broken. So you'd probably be running around with just a giant pet. That'd be pretty cool. Two hours of Hunter gameplay. It'll do it. I had to shave over the weekend, right? I did all this, and I forgot to do my moustache. So it's been tickling the shit out of my lip. Been so forgetful recently, so busy, so forgetful. The little things keep slipping through the cracks. It's not good. We can't be doing that, especially if we want to be a nurse. That'd be killing someone. Those little things. I will save Super Sticky Taffel when we come back, because I need to go toilet, so I might as well fly up to Winter Spring or wherever the hell we're going now. And then do it later. Mr. Winter Spring. We will be less than 20,000 from leveling though, and then we've got to run around and grab a bunch of experience. We might even level before we come back here.
See you later. What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Because we do just now get experience for doing nothing. That's fun.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Usually I complete all the quests before I head out, but we fucked up. Nothing else to say. We fucked up.
Glad I could help.
How long is the flight? It's probably like 12 minutes? 11 minutes. Okay. So I'll be back soon. Probably shouldn't take me 11 minutes to go toilet, but just in case, we do have it. I'll see you soon. Hello. I didn't spend 6 minutes in the toilet, I can promise you. Got distracted. Oh, Gilly. Gilly. I'm little cold. Or big cold, depending on how I want to phrase it. I'm expecting the power bill to be big this year in winter. $300 a month. Probably isn't that big compared to, you know, other people. Also, I need to figure out... My grandma hasn't really messaged me this week, and she hasn't been on WhatsApp since the 14th. So I sent her a message yesterday, and she hasn't responded, and I'm like... I probably would know if she was not okay, because someone would let me know, but still mildly concerning. I don't have her on Facebook, but I need to get in contact with someone who does, see if maybe her WhatsApp's just not working or something. Hopefully that's the case. She did say, I think last time I spoke to her, that she needed to get a new phone, so maybe it's not set up. Don't worry about the old lady. Is in her 80s now. So when you don't hear from your grandma, it's like, hey, we'll go, hey dude, like, like, are you alive? Hello? Yeah. But usually she's messaging me like every week. Get someone to message her on Facebook later. Rain. Rain in Ajara. I do like the vibe of zones that have rain when it's raining, because it's just like such a nice sound. Like I could listen to World of Warcraft rain ASMR all day. Listen to it. You know? Beautiful. I wish rain in real life sounded like this, but usually it's just absolutely beating down your roof. If you're out in the bush, like last time I was hiking and it was raining, kinda does sound like this though. Or when you're beside like a waterfall. There's some good stuff. And being from New Zealand, well, that shit happens all the time. We're always near a waterfall. Maybe not always, but there's a lot of times so you can find yourself out in the nature. There's a waterfall. I always wondered if, like, Blizzard were thinking about making a raid down here. I wouldn't have been that surprised if they were. Because there's a lot of areas where it's just like a bunch of elites, right? Like Grimbatol and the wetlands. Bunch of elite dragons guarding what would later become the dungeon, Grimbatol. Like out here. definitely, you know, the makings of like a dungeon or a raid, and they probably just didn't have the resources in vanilla, so they put it in Cataclysm. There's a bunch of areas like that. And that's why Classic Plus would go hard. Because you could just put in all the areas that didn't have the content back in the day, you know? There's a lot of things like that in Warhammer Online as well. There's definitely a lot of areas that could have like a new dungeon or whatever. Why when Turtle WoW, you know, has recently been taken out. Just fear. Blizzard's just trying to protect their own rights. Their own content, you know.
Keep it real.
I'm not that surprised by it. But when it happened, and I'm like, you know, that could be a good thing for Warhammer Online if the devs want to maybe get in contact with the people who ran Turtle WoW. Because I think Warhammer Online needs some more PvE. One great way to get people into an MMO these days is to have a good amount of PvE for people to enjoy, because most of us, including myself, are PvE enjoyers. There's already a good community of PvP enjoyers in that game, right? We need a bunch of PvE enjoyers now. Because the PvP in that game is already some of the best. It doesn't... It needs help in places. There's certain things that could definitely be developed. But it doesn't need, like, any help enticing people into it. What it has already is enticing enough, in my opinion. But some PvE? Then it would be much easier to convince my friends to actually play the game. They're gonna make a new mid-20s dungeon in the next like PvE release, I think, was the idea, and that's gonna be good. Because currently there is a level 16 dungeon and then a level 36 dungeon. I think it's 32, but honestly doing it below level 36 I think would be impossible. Just from the one experience going in there trying to heal a tank that is level 34, I don't know. Like, all the bosses are level 40. Even a level 40 tank in good gear gets beat up a little bit. They definitely didn't scale that dungeon for level 32s, even if you can go in there at level 32. So it would be nice to have something to bridge that gap. Because currently, like I said, it's 16 and then you basically got to be level 40 to do the next dungeon up. So having a mid-20s, the more gear wear as well, for the people that want to save crests, because you're eventually going to need thousands upon thousands of those. I think this, for me, is going to be like 20,000 war crests. I've got about 4k. And I'm probably going to have to spend some, because I do want Vank. Gonna take some time.
What's on your mind?
Hey,
Off with
Donovan.
you. Be good. Keep your feet on the ground. Watch your back.
I will not follow you, but yeah, I can. It's not Not the one where she summons the fellas anymore. I haven't really figured out what it is, but there's something strange about the hot springs.
Welcome. Off with
Welcome.
ya. How are ya? Watch your back.
Hurry up. Huh?
Hi.
The
Be
quest.
good. Keep your feet on the ground.
Give me the quest. Give me the quest. Like the old, I think it's Tom and Jerry. Give me the fish. It was like a scene where I think Tom had some fish that another cat wanted, and the other cat was like through the gate, and he was gonna help Tom, and he was like, "Give me the fish first." So he was just like, "Give me the fish, give me the fish." He didn't help after taking the fish. He's just an asshole cat. But that's cats in general, isn't it? I am not surprised. Cats do be assholes. Like, I would never trust a cat with my life. No way. Some of them are awesome. Like, I've seen some cats give people hugs, and it's like, man, if I had a cat, that's what I would want. The very first cat I ever had was, like, in my life since I was 0 years old. You know, I was spawned into having a cat. And I had that cat until probably 10, where sadly it had to be put down because of a car incident. But, man, like, that cat could tolerate me because it knew me my whole life, basically. Like, I used to put it in my bed, in my blanket, and just lie beside it, and it would have its little paws there. It's, like, so cute. But I think the only reason that cat tolerated me doing that is because it was like, this is my human. I was so sad when we had to put that cat down. Like, the saddest day on earth at that point. Not anymore, it's still a sad day, but like, there's been sadder. You know? Sadly. But that was a cool cat. Also had birds while having that cat, and sometimes, you know, the cat would be sitting on my lap and the bird would be like sitting on my shoulder. We had a cockatiel. It would just be like, I'm the animal guy. I was pretty big into animals and insects back in the day. I still like animals and insects, but they're not like my major focus. I think if the internet didn't exist this life, I would have probably been doing something to do with conservation of animals or insects, stuff like that, you know. If the internet didn't exist. Because it does. My life changed pretty dramatically, I would say. Because there was a book my grandma had ages ago. I think she got rid of it, sadly, but I said, man, I would love to have this book. Oh, I forgot to do that quest. We'll have to go back there anyway. I'm forgetting all the quests on my hunter. But yeah, it was basically just like a book about the world and animals and all that stuff. I used to read that shit every time I went to her house. I feel like I read that book at least 1,000 times. I don't remember what it's called, but I do remember some of the pictures. It was probably a National Geographic thing. But I definitely remember some of the pictures in that book. You know, learned about like the Earth's crust and stuff like that. Pretty cool. 13,000 experience left, and we gotta go out here. We're gonna get like 9,000 experience just for doing that, and then we'll be back, and gotta go back to Donover again. There's a bit of flying around, but I think we're gonna level just from this. I feel like I might just get to 53 today, be ready to go back to Unguro, and then end for the day, because I'm a bit tired today. I'm not really feeling like streaming all day, you know? But at least we got a level in. So we'll do this bullshit flying around, and then I guess I'll try to stream tomorrow. I should be able to. There's not anything on as far as I know. And then we can blast the rest of Unguro. See how close we can get to 54 before the weekend. Happens every now and then. Sometimes you start playing a video game and then you're just like, it's been 2 hours, I'm tired. I'm not gonna go to bed. Like, I'll probably be playing some Warhammer with the boys later, you know? But I won't have to be entertaining. Not that I generally care about being entertaining on stream. I'm just me playing video games. It's always been that. But yeah. At least this way I don't need to put on a show. Or something. I need to clean up my desk. I got like 2 boxes of sunscreen and a bunch of other shit. I need to clean it up. I need to clean up this room, honestly. I think I might buy a new chair sometime soon, actually. This one is okay, like it's still very supportive and everything, but the bottom of it is kind of gross. Like it's fallen apart. It's made of cheap, shitty leather stuff on the bottom. Like this is cheap, shitty leather too, honestly. But it's better than the stuff that I'm sitting on. So I might just buy a better chair in the future. Currently I'm like, need $4,000 for school. I want to buy some new clothes because I don't have a lot of clothes. I've got a lot of underwear, but you know, when it comes to like shirts and shorts and jeans and whatever, I don't have a lot, so I might buy, you know, a few pairs of clothes as well. See, having to leave the house, want to have more options. When you work from home and don't need to leave the house, it's like, yeah, whatever, don't need to. I kind of want to go hand this quest in an Ironforge at some point too, because that's another inventory space. So I think that's probably going to be like another, what? At least $300 on clothes that I'll probably spend, and then a chair. That's going to be $5,000 already planned out. But Things are expensive. Last time I went clothes shopping, which was the first time I had ever shopped for clothes for myself, was the last time I did it. Because up until then I just get like, you know, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, and it's clothes, and I'm like, alright, this is my clothes. I never shopped for myself until the last time I did. It was like $600 worth of stuff. I just bought shorts, jeans, like 3 pairs basically of everything. Shirts. This hoodie. My other hoodie. Why am I in here? Voices and temple. Where am I going? I could have got to the temple and then cultivated seeds. Would have been more efficient, but hey. We've done it now. Briarthorn. Isn't the worst thing. It's at least useful. Need rogue. Guy just says need rogue after link in his lockbox. Like, not, can anyone please open this? Just need rogue. That's crazy. I do like clothes shopping for myself though, because then at least you're buying clothes that you know you want to wear, right? It's just not something I think guys do a lot. Unless you're really into clothes and fashion. Which I aren't, so just never really been something that I'm like, yeah, I need to do this. But obviously while growing up and all that, you're not really buying things for yourself. Your style is basically what your parents buy. So I think only recently, like in the last 5 or so years, has been myself buying clothes for myself that I want to wear. $240 bars, ready and freshly made, high quality copper, high quality copper. I'll give him like 2 silver. 240 bars. Because no matter what, him thinking high quality copper bars, they're the same quality as everyone else's. Because this is World of Warcraft Classic. It don't matter what quality your copper bars are, because everyone else's copper bars are exactly the same. I'm a little bit. I don't even know if Warhammer will be that great played today, is he? I don't know what it is. As soon as I went distro, everyone's playing distro. Or Order are just not playing. They're like protesting. Because I look at it right now and it's 42.58. I don't really like being on the side that has too many people, you know? Just like, I'm gonna play distro, but I don't like playing with random people when it's boring. And outnumbering your opponents is boring most of the time. But we'll see what happens. Oh, maybe we'll get back into Gunbad. The least American dungeon ever. Things while I'm flying because there ain't nothing. Not like I can play the game, you know. There's no game being played, so we'll just apparently right now the top DPS in World of Warcraft is 2 Demon Hunter speed. Hero class. It's a hero class. Wish I was a hero class. Imagine. Also, something I've been thinking about, which, you know, didn't really ever think about when I was a poor broke person, but I got this gap between my front teeth, right? It's pretty big. It's not like amazingly big, like it's pretty big though, but I've always had it. So one day I might go to the dentist and see about trying to limit that gap, make it smaller at least, you know, maybe have braces on those front teeth for a bit or something like that. I don't know. I don't mind it, but sometimes I am like self-conscious about it. Probably the only thing that I've ever really been self-conscious about. Like my nerves and lack of courage and all that I've had in life have never come from like self-image. I don't even know why they exist. Why was I nervous of anything? Not sure. But I think that might be something that I look at getting changed in the future. Now that I've actually been going to the dentist like a good boy. They want me to go back in there in June to make sure everything's okay because I had teeth taken out, you know. That was fun. Go to the dentist. But it is a luxury, isn't it? Like, when you can't afford to go to the dentist, you just don't. Because even though it's worth your time and your health, it's expensive. They are luxury bones. Teeth, sadly, even though you need them to survive, because problems with your teeth cause problems elsewhere in your body, like your heart or your ability to eat. Your brain, you know, there's so many problems that can spawn from that. You get like an infection in your teeth, that's gonna fuck you. I did have one of those. Thankfully now taken care of. It's nice to like as gross as this might be, but it's nice when you brush your teeth and it actually, like, you can taste the goodness of brushing your teeth rather than just like a neutral. Like, you only applied some toothpaste when you got an infection and it's like didn't even do anything. My teeth haven't ever been absolutely rancid terrible like some people's definitely have, like my parents when they were smoking. Thankfully I never smoked, but they weren't great. Like, they weren't a pretty sight. I once had a friend in high school who was like, you got shit all over your teeth. Like, he was the only honest person in my life. You know, just telling me like it is. Sadly, he's also my friend from high school that passed away like 2 years after high school. When I went to Australia and then it happened, I was like, it's really bad timing. Really bad timing in general because he died, but also I just spent all of my money getting to Australia, so I can't even like go to a funeral. That was a difficult year, that one, for me. Probably the start of all the depression, honestly. But hey, we're far past all that now. We are feeling good about life. Life is coming our way. Making the changes that we've had to make for probably a few years that I didn't because of things. But I always say, for people who like maybe have given up on life or given up on chasing their goals or something, can always turn around. I've been there. And I think I've turned it around. Took until my 30s before I was like comfortable with how life was going, you know? And even throughout my 30s, there's been doubts. That's why I'm thinking about, well, I am going to change a career in the coming years. Because I'm not someone who can just keep doing one thing for my entire life without boredom. Why I've had many a break playing World of Warcraft. But even when it comes to work, I need to change jobs. Like, I changed my underwear, I'm gonna be honest. Why nursing will be good because there's so many different fields that you can do. You can have a nice stable like 10-year career in there and not get bored because it's always different. I guess Blizzard must have released a patch recently that sucks ass because there's so many people in like my retail WoW guild complaining or just like talking shit about it. I have not read Blizzard patch notes for a very long time. Honestly, the only patch notes I've been reading recently is Warhammer Online's. And not because I'm, like, knowledgeable about all the classes. I have no fucking idea what other classes are doing if I haven't played them, you know? Anything that's not a warrior, priest, white lion, sword master, or disciple of Cain. Couldn't tell you what they're doing. But I like knowing what's going on in the game that I'm focusing. And that's currently where that focus is. My friends keep having to tell me to patch notes in Warframe. Like, we still play Warframe from time to time, you know, not that much right now, because I've probably played it 3 or 4 times in the last 4 months. Just for the clean trophy. But I logged in, and my friends, like, oh, have you heard about this? Like, there's this new item and stuff, and I'm like, no. Tell me about it. Like, I want that knowledge, but I don't want to have to read no patch notes. I'm not a patch notes enjoyer, honestly. I haven't been for a very long time. The last time I read WoW patch notes were like... probably Cataclysm, maybe Miss Pandaria. Sometimes when I was playing retail, like last expansion, I would read the rogue patch note. Just my own. I don't care about all the other classes, I just wanted to see what they were doing with the rogue. Generally, it would be like 2 lines because the rogue didn't have a developer. I don't think they do now either. But, yeah. I'm not a patch notes enjoyer. I would rather like discover things on my own. Like, oh, there's a new zone. Wow. Where did that come from? You know, you start doing the quest line in the new patch, and then you go into a new zone. Okay. Cool. Can't believe I've gotten free marrow grain from it, even used. Crazy. Not very lucky. I'm going to go here, do this stuff, and then I'm gonna Herf and go to Ironforge to hand in the slime quest. And then I'm gonna come back, go to Windspring, and then Nars. Like I said, it's a bit of fucking around right now and traveling and all that, but needs to be done. This is where we tamed our rear wind serpent. Kind of crazy I've seen him twice, but it was extremely crazy to see him while on the hunt.
See you soon. Be good. Safe travel.
Buy some bait from you, mate.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Get the bait so we can go fishing. Something. $9,000 experience to go. We'll definitely get that just from what we're doing. We're going to be close. I think we'll be like 2k away after we hand in the Ironforge. Like 7,000 experience. Yeah, 6.8. Crazy. But rather than have to run all the way back here, just Herf. And go hand that in with ease. And then next time we play, which hopefully is tomorrow, we will have all of the quests for Ungro Crater, so I don't have to stick around so much. Silly. Silly boy. Forgetting his quests. Put the bait down. Needed to be cooked. Rumble. I always like going out this way after doing this because it makes me feel sneaky. You know, you can just run out the front. But it's like good design on this quest. You can't get in there without... I mean, you can. There is a way to sneak in there without the bait. Get in there. It's a little bit exploity, but that's okay. But normally you can't get in there, right? Like the door's up, there's an invisible wall or whatever. Well, it's not invisible. See, they had the tech to do stuff like that back in the day, but they haven't really... They didn't really use it too much. I think it took until like Legion before they started using stuff like that a lot. Like just invisible barriers and walls that go away, stuff like that. Blizzard, lazy. Too hard to code. What would I know? I can't code for the life of me.
What can I do for you? Safe travels. Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright, turf. Turf handing quest and then go to Donovan. I watched the Eastfiend video the other day. It was
Be careful.
I did see the stream for like maybe 10 minutes, but I was currently busy, so I didn't watch. But he had a person playing music while he was doing arena, which was sick, honestly. But I watched that video and it's like, man, I wish I had someone playing like the piano while I was playing World of Warcraft, like doing arena or something. Imagine doing like Warhammer Online while someone's playing the piano. That'd be sick. Was pretty cool. If she knew more about like World of Warcraft and how arena tempo worked and all that, it would be even better still, right? Like if you had someone who was playing piano or something and they actually understood like everything that was going on the screen rather than just being like, you talked them through an arena match one time. Be bouting out the absolute bangers while going on the arena streak. But there are people that don't know what World of Warcraft is, surprisingly. Good for them, honestly. There's a part of me that wishes I didn't know what World of Warcraft was. Even though I played Warcraft 3, I didn't really know about World of Warcraft like in development until maybe like 3 months before beta ended.
You have a great day now.
Those aren't an upgrade. Those aren't an upgrade. Unless we want a punch thing. They are worth more money.
Daylight's burning.
Yeah, even though I played Warcraft 3 a hell of a lot, didn't even know they were making World of Warcraft until right before WoW was about to come out. Because some people that I was playing Warcraft 3 started talking about it. And at that point, it was all over. My life, my school, everything.
What's on your mind?
Everything was WoW.
Genius?
So I wish I didn't know what WoW was back then. To be honest. think if I didn't know what WoW was, back when I was in high school, life would have been completely different. But it's okay. If you used world buffs, pet tree, add-ons, wowhead, social media, a 1080 monitor, or a mouse with side buttons, you aren't actually playing hardcore. Go back to retail. Fair enough. I don't use world buffs, pet tree. I do use add-ons. Sometimes use wowhead. I don't use social media. Fuck that. Unless YouTube is and Twitch is counted. I do have a 1080 monitor. You can use a 1440 monitor and be just fine according to this guy's rules. I do have side buttons on my mouse, but it is only 2, and I don't use them for any... Like, they're for my push to talk buttons when I'm on Discord. I use my side button as push to talk for Discord and 1 to mute Discord entirely. That's my side buttons on my mouse. It is so convenient to have a push to talk button on your mouse. I don't know why more people don't. Like, I used to use control. That shit hurts your pinky. I got giant hands, but like control is just crunchy, you know? If I had smaller hands, I could probably use control just fine. My pinky wouldn't feel like it needs to fucking do like 3 backflips to use the control button, but I do not like control as a key now, even with hotkeying. I would rather use Alt than Control, because Alt is just where my thumb's kind of resting, you know, on the spacebar. Alt right there. But Control, man, it does not feel good. There was actually a discussion about how far people could reach with their, like, hands. I can comfortably go from Control to equal sign. And apparently that's big hand. Like my pinky does a little bit of a stretch there, but it's not like a massive stretch. Like I can go even further beyond with a massive stretch. I can almost get to the frickin' backspace button. Like I'm right there at the backspace button, you know. Big hands. Alright. We're going to fly back into Windspring. We are going to grab this quest before we go talk to Donovan, so I can get the extra 500 experience. We will level. And then we'll go down to Naris. Do what we need to do down there. And then probably log out for the day. It's probably going to take another 20 minutes to get there anyway, so... It's not like I'm ending early. We're basically ending on time. It's just we haven't done anything for the last 30 minutes. Just been running around. But it's good to get done at the end of the stream. Cotton. See how that works out for him, Cotton. And Touchstone. Cotton Touchstone. So we've got Cotton and we've got Stone. I've been thinking about playing Windrow. Cotton and Stone does exist in there. And we've got Rugen, who's got a big nose. Kinda looks like Dr. Eggman from Sonic. Just without the read here. I did say the Sonic. He's from the Sonic. I wanted to end it with the Sonic the Hedgehog game, but I didn't. I guess it's just Sonic in general. Like, Dr. Eggman is Dr. Robotnik. Depends what you want to call him. I call him Dr. Eggman. I wonder if these people will wake up and get off the boat. Or if they will have to go on the boat again. There's one watching the stream. Frickin' stream snipers knowing when to get off the boat, man. Can't believe it. No. Thankfully, I'm not like a big, massive creator. Like, you know, even having 10 people watching is like gonna get you sniped a lot more. But in the Warhammer category, when I was streaming that for like a few weeks, might stream it again in the future. Depends what happens. Depends if I'm playing with other people and wanting to stream. Generally not. I'm just chilling. But I definitely got stream sniped at least one day. Because there's less people streaming that game, right? The category is just one line. So everyone is equal. If you're streaming Warhammer Online, you're the top streamer. Even if there's someone with 100 views and you've only got 2. Like, you are the top streamer as well. Because everyone's on that same line. So stream sniping in that game comes pretty easily if people want to be cringe and do that. And it definitely did happen to me one day. I noticed, like everyone else noticed as well, like how do Destro know where we are every time we be going places, you know? But it's a PvP game and people will use every advantage they can. Whether there's a streamer to stream snipe or just exploiting in other ways, you know, it's... People can do it. People can try hard. I really don't care that much.
How may I help?
Like for me, I'm not a competitive person really. I like trying to be the best I can be. So that might mean getting a 99 percentile pass in a video game. But that's not me being competitive, that's just me trying my best. I've been playing video games for 35 years of my life. On and off. So naturally, I'm somewhat good at them. It should be expected, I think. If you do something for 35 years, you should be decent at it at least. And I think that's me with video games, you know. I'm not someone who ever wants to be the very best. Like, I don't want to be the top of the top very best player in any video game that I ever play. I'm not competitive enough to do that. I don't really care. But if there's people that I want to be better than, I will try. And currently I have that goal in Warhammer Online. Because I joined Tommy and the boys and they want to like build up and be stronger than Gempire, which is like the order guild that will do absolutely everything to win, you know. Or they just won't fight you. What? Winning is everything to them. So if we're ever able to get to the point where we can start reliably beating them, that's like a goal worth having. So I don't care about being super competitive, I don't care about being the best player, but hey, if I'm part of the team that is destroying, I'm down to try to achieve that goal. I think the others are much more competitive than I am in that regard. They enjoy PvP games. For me, PvP is just part of the game. I don't really care if it's a PvP game. I'd rather play a PvE game. There isn't one though. But, you know, I try my best. It's like, I was in Tommy's chat the other night, and another streamer, DJ, was also talking in there, and I was like, saying how in my brief time in the big boy party, like, you know, Tommy's party 1 with good tank, good healer, DPS that actually press their D-taunt, stuff like that. I was saying it's so much easier to like keep up and heal that party because they don't die in 2 seconds. Like it's crazy different. Compared to just being in a party full of my level 30s, just dying in about 2 seconds. But I think I've been getting better at positioning and everything like that. Still learning a lot. But that's one cool thing about fighting a guild that does do everything to win. If you're out of position, you know as soon as they rock up, they're gonna fuck you up. It's kinda... It reminds me of like the epic days of, you know, guild versus guild in, say, RuneScape. Clan versus clan that I used to do. Like, if you're out of position or you're just not as good as the other clan, you are gonna get shit on. It's sort of similar vibe in Warhammer. I'm enjoying it. And maybe it will make me a better PvPer, because I have not really been someone who has enjoyed PvP. So I just haven't done it. I think some of it stems from... Because with WoW, I don't know why, when people would like beat you in arena, they would then message you and just call you shit and stuff like that. It's like, why are you even messaging me? You won? Of course I'm shit. I'm worse than you are and you're shit. I never understood the mentality of someone who wins an arena match and then like talks shit to you and then puts you on ignore. It's so weird. There was one guy, I made a video out of it. It was a very cool video. It was called Arena Justice. I don't think it's up anymore because I think I unlisted it when I changed YouTube channels. Because I've changed YouTube channels like 5 times in my whole life. Put videos up there and then change, you know. But there was a boomkin called Doomkin. And he thought he was really good at the game. He was playing Boomkin Warlock 2v2. I was playing Priest Warrior. Like a healer priest. And they beat us in an arena match. And then he messaged me, "You are shit. And you will never reach 2000 arena rating." Maybe some other stuff, but I'm like... Why did he just message me that? That's such a weird thing to message, right? Thankfully, we queued into them again a few matches later, and they killed my priest immediately, basically. My priest ran in there, he died. It's just like, I don't know what he was doing. He just threw, he died. Now, Warrior during Missa Pandaria, which is when this was happening, had a second wind talent that healed you for like 30% of your health while you were below 30%. So if you couldn't like burst through second wind, an arms warrior was basically unkillable. So I saw that my priest died and I charged at the warlock. Well, I guess I was already on the warlock, but I popped all of my cooldowns, like recklessness, everything, right? Just to see if I could secure a kill and make it a 1v1 against this Doomkin idiot. And I did manage to do that because Arms Warrior also did a fuck ton of damage. Like I could crit for like 100,000, you know? Maybe even more, I don't remember the damage values entirely. But it was a lot. You know, Colossus Smash, just Mortal Strike their ass off, stuff like that. Overpower, I think, was also unpaired from dodge at that point, so that was another button you could just press. So I basically one-shot the Warlock after they killed my priest. And then it was a 1v1 against Doomkin.
Great to meet ya.
The guy who messaged me that I am shit and will never reach 2000 arena rating, which is funny because I had already been 2000 arena rating anyway.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Level 53 by the way. Like, I had already been 2k arena rated in the past, like, I didn't care. And he did not have the damage to kill me with second wind going off. So it was just like maybe a 3-minute fight where I was just chasing him around and eventually got to the point where I had whittled him down enough and he had no outs left where I was just killing him, you know? I was just like on his ass, beating them down, death by 1,000 cuts style. Just really rubbing it in that this guy that had just talked shit to me was gonna get his ass beat 1v2 by me, someone who will never reach 2k arena rating apparently. Which, like I said, I already had been, so weird. And I beat them. And then I went to type to Doomkin. Just, I wanted to say, so what were you saying before? You know, just to make him look like the ultimate fool. But I guess after that loss, or maybe after the time he raged at me for winning for whatever reason, he put me on ignore. So I couldn't even send any words of encouragement back. I couldn't even tell him he'll get better one day and he'll make it through the mental illness that he has. It's just like that was probably the funniest arena story that I ever have. Sadly, I don't remember what YouTube account it's on, and I don't even know if I remember like my old YouTube account information anyway. But yeah, that was some good stuff. It was way back in the day. I think it was like 2014 probably. When was Mr. Pandaria? 2014? Somewhere around there. Like someone killed one of the Winterfall runners. Not killing all three. Terrible. But yeah, I love that story. I love that I have that story from 12 years ago or something. Because it's crazy how PvP Andes think they're like God's gift gamers when they beat you, but then when you beat them, they aren't willing to, you know, take anything back. They put people on ignore immediately after shit talking them. So weird. It happens in Warhammer a lot too. Hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm sure it will. As I get further and further in the game and start having, like, you know, best gear and stuff like that. Sure, I'll have to deal with some idiots that want to log in and rage at me. Alright, 9-minute flight down to Tanaris. Then we'll die for the quest. Not really. We'll die for the quest. Hand it in and then be done for the day. But yeah, I'm glad I have those kind of stories that I can share. Because it's like always, I'm sure pretty much everyone has a similar story if they tried to play Arena in WoW or tried to do a key in Mythic Plus, stuff like that, you know. But there's also a lot of people that, you know, play League of Legends or something like that and probably had to deal with that bullshit. There's so many, like, unstable people that play video games. That need to go outside and, you know, take some time off them. Sometimes I think playing video games should be treated or classed as like a mental illness that needs help. Because, yeah, there's just a lot of people that are unstable. Like, I've been raged at for the smallest of things in my 22 years of playing video games, the internet. What is going on? $60-40 right now for Order and Destro. Gross. I want it to be 40-60. I mean, it is 40-60, but it's like 40-60 in favor of the faction that I'm playing, which is not as fun as the other way around, you know. Being outnumbered is way more fun than having a numbers. But we'll see. Probably won't be playing for a few hours. Kinda want to get in there early if I can. I hit level 53 renown last night. I'm approaching level 38. I would like to be as close to 58 as possible before I hit 40, because then just like we're Vanquisher. Because that's on my warrior priest. As soon as I got Vanquisher, I was like, ah, my heals actually feel like they're doing something. And you get like the regen on your mana. Quotations. The game starts to feel much better once you hit that point, in my opinion. But when I hit 40, I'll at least have Red Eye and won't have to worry about spending 1,000 crease on Conk. I actually have a Conqueror chest in my bag. And an Invader chest. And a Vanquisher chest. I've been getting all the chests from gold bags. But yeah. I would expect maybe sometime in the future on like a weekend, if people are like blasting some Warhammer online, I might stream it. Even though I don't generally stream on weekends. there's ever a weekend where I'm not too busy. Probably not this weekend. I want to mow the lawns and some other stuff, and it's Anzac weekend, so is it a weekend? It's a day, but it's a public holiday, so it's part of the weekend, I guess. Death Slayer. Seen him before. I've seen him kill people before. But yeah, this weekend might be a bit busy, but we'll see. I need to charge my phone. I'm at 56% battery. Thankfully, after buying a new phone, I only need to charge it like once a week. My old phone, I had to charge it every day. Sometimes twice a day. 12 years battery, you know? It's just like, it's having a nice rest now. That old battery. Death Slayer's coming to Tanaris with her. Hanging out down here. Rug Death Slayer. Rug Death Slayer. That's a good orc name, actually. If I ever make an orc in Warhammer, I'm going to Rug Death Slayer. See, I can't make like a goblin shaman and call it Ugro, because Ugro was an orc shaman. Sadly, in Warhammer Online, there's no orc shaman. Because they're goblins shaman. There are orc shaman in Warhammer fantasy lore, so I don't know why. Kind of rude. Because I would make an Ugro in a heartbeat. But Shaman in that game aren't like melee DPS, so it wouldn't really be the same, you know? Wouldn't be Ugro. Plus, I'm not really like a orc fan, a greenskin fan in Warhammer. I don't mind being around them, but I don't really like playing them. They do like to warg. That's pretty fun. Kind of funny, there's obviously in Warhammer Total War, there's so many different factions everyone can play, right? But some people just play like their favorite faction only. I feel like that really limits the game when you just play one faction, because I've played pretty much everything. And I've had fun in different ways with different factions. I didn't really like some of them, like Bretonia. Not really a fan of the cavalry gameplay, but I don't mind one or two cav units. But a whole army worth of them? Yeah, it's a bit too much. Too much frickin' microing. But yeah, it's interesting when people just play the faction that they're like is their favorite and nothing else. I've done a lot of high elf campaigns and wood elf campaigns, and I would say those are my favorite. But I've also done like Norska and Khorne and Skaven and Empire and everything. You know? Such an expensive game. Every campaign is so different. I'm currently on a wood elf campaign where I'm actually attacking the other wood elves. That's pretty fun. I will be the king of the wood elves one way or the other. Especially because I have Ariel, you know, the queen of the elves. So she's also committing genocide against her own people. Not even just me. After watching some League of Legends, you know, intro ceremonies and maybe a few games just to see how good Faker really is. Part of me was like, man, I'd love to play League of Legends, but not like...
Time is money, friend.
Yeah, exactly. Just like to play it casually and maybe, you know, get to gold or something like that. But I'd want to play it with someone who actually knows how to play, so they can teach me rather than me just stumbling through it. Alright, Rugen, it's time to drink. 26-8. Fucking crazy. Your brush with death temporarily reveals the spectral realm. Cured ham steak. Speaking of ham, because I'm stocking up a little bit of food, just for like emergencies or when food starts costing, you know, $100 to buy a leg of lamb or something like that. Started getting some spam. Spiced ham in a can. It's going in the deep storage. Like, it's going in the do not use unless dire situations. But I think everyone should, because that shit will outlast us. It's gonna be outlasting me if it's not eaten, you know? Alright, those quests are done. Now we can go back to Lincoln when I do that. Should I log out with the near-death experience? Might actually. Shouldn't, surely. That would be an interesting bug though. Imagine logging in tomorrow and being dead.
Time is money, friend.
Blizzard? What do you mean?
Have a good one.
Alright. I'm going to log out here for today. I will try to be back tomorrow. Get Rogan through the rest of Ungaro. Probably hit 54 because we're fully rested. But yeah, that's it for today. 3.5 hours, not too bad. Considering I'm a little tired. A little like... eh. I haven't had the most energy today. I'm just like, don't care. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow if I can be. If not, next week sometime. Probably Monday because it's public holiday and I don't feel like working. See you when I see you. Have a good night or day, depending on where you are in the world. And stay safe.